What's up, guys? It's Living HK here, and I'm joined with,
Barack Obama.
and we're here to review Dragon Ball Z Episode 12. Super. I fucked that up. We'll keep going.
No, we'll keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Well, anyways, Dragon Ball Super Episode 12. Interesting episode.
To start it off, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was insane.
If you watched our previous review, we said the same thing about episode 11. This one blows it out of the water.
Yeah.
Completely.
Okay. What made this episode very crazy? That they're about to destroy the entire universe from their damn collisions, their fight.
Yeah. And you know, one thing in DBZ, they always had like fist collisions.
Yeah,
and always. And it always was overpowered and whatnot.
It was like shaking planets.
And you know, it will shake the planet and they'll be like, oh, at this rate the planet's gonna explode and blah blah blah. That's not the case. The Supreme Kais are both worried.
Yeah.
You know, the universe and the time barrier is actually crumbling.
Yeah, pretty much what's going on is Beerus and Goku are going all out now. Supposedly, I know Goku's really trying, and we see something Beerus has never done before, ever, in either Dragon Ball Z, Battle of Gods, even Resurrection and F. We've never seen Beerus like technically power up so intensely like he did, and he's like really fucking powering up and like getting into it, and like Goku's powering up, and their ki is just like going out of control, building.
And Beerus is struggling. He's actually struggling.
He's like, what?
Yeah, I guess he's been caught off guard, less than overpowered.
I don't think he's ever fought anybody like this in a long time, so he doesn't know what to do. And I would say Beerus is probably a little bit rusty with his fighting. But anyways, they're powering up, and something like they go to have like a freaking fist collision, and it causes this weird shock wave that's going through like everywhere in space, and like zooms out, and it shows like the Supreme Kai's planet, and the shock wave's going over there, and they're all the way up in the heavens, so they're fucking far, and they're like the old Kai is scared, saying, "Uh-oh, like if there's a couple more of these, this will destroy, like the universe will crumble." And the Supreme Kai's, the Kibito Kai is like, no, like tell like how many more can we take? How many more? And they're like, maybe another one or two more max. And they're like, oh shit.
Yup.
And they go to Earth. Like it's all like everybody's falling to the ground because of it. It's cracking the ground from far away. Like planets are being destroyed now.
Yup.
And it's just like the shockwave is destroying even planets from far away.
And let's point out the fact that Kibito Kai and Elder Kai both, Kibito Kai tried to warn both Goku and Beerus. But they just kept on powering up. And this was after the first fist collision. Because
they saw what happened, like, oh shit, they're like, no. Like, they need to stop right now. And they didn't want to listen to them.
And they're panicking. Elder Kai says, well, I guess this is goodbye at this point if they do another collision. And at this rate, nothing is going to survive.
Yeah.
And so, you know, Goku and Beerus, they're at a point where they're evenly matched, and neither of them are gonna give up.
No.
So
they're both really stubborn.
Yeah, and they heard Kibito Kai.
Yeah.
They just chose to ignore it.
They just start powering up, and when they powered up another time, something weird happened that reminded me of like, you know, like it just their ki. It just did something I've never seen before in Dragon Ball Z. It's like the ki turned into like it turned into like a dragon, like Shenron. Like Beerus powered up and he had like a purple Shenron cut out of him, and Goku powered up and then he had a red Shenron, and it looked like at first they're about to fight each other.
Yeah.
Something that Yu Hakusho, the Dragon of the Darkness flame.
Oh yeah.
and then like they didn't fight, which I thought that would have been really fucking
awesome.
Weird.
Yeah.
I thought it'd been weird, but it would have been cool. But I'd be like, that's not Dragon Ball Z. But the dragon kind of just, the powers just went back into them. And then they powered up even more. And the ki just built up like insane. And
the ki looks different, the God ki. You know, it's more of a flame.
Yeah.
Well,
Goku's
just a
he's
aura.
always had a flame. Goku. Beerus had like, he has like a clearish purple.
Well, like you even hear the sound of fire crackling now, which is, it's much more different. Goku is definitely a god. Before episode 11, before this episode, we were unsure about the limits of gods. We're still unsure, but
we're starting to see the power now. Yeah, we're starting to see Goku from the previous episode can regenerate from a mortal wound, and then now we're seeing. Well, now they're fighting in space because they're showing them going all over in space super fast. But they're in space fighting. Like, I don't think you can say they're fighting in Earth's atmosphere because there's points where they're fighting and they're like nowhere near the Earth.
Yeah, they actually Bulma and the rest of the gang were in a spaceship and they were trying to get up close to see a more clearer view of the fight. And Beerus even said, "Do you want to get away from them and fight elsewhere?" And so they even went further
up higher, and they get away from them.
Which I like to point out before this arc, previously, Saiyans or anyone else weren't able to breathe in space unless they were alien themselves.
Yeah, well, the only Frieza was the mortal that can breathe in space.
Yeah, and so...
Well, besides, I guess, Boo.
I mean, even in Resurrection and F, spoiler alert, when, Frieza blows up the Earth and Vegeta dies, but not because of the explosion, but because he can't survive in space.
Yeah.
So... It's an interesting fact that they these are little details that they're kind of altering and they're changing to
make it more better. Because, like, okay, now the God powers, they're, like, crumbling the universe. And, like, okay, now they're godlike.
Yeah, they're
like that feels God. Like something like God could do, destroy the fucking universe.
Not even godlike, he is a god.
Yeah, he is a god. No, take it back. He is a god. Yeah, you're right. And they're in space and they're just fucking going all out. And here's the thing, they go for the third fist collision, and everybody's like, oh shit, that's it. That's it. After that, the universe is going to destroy. And they hit it, and then you see this...
It's a stalemate.
It's like they hit, and like a line goes through, like, you see the screen with a line, and it was like the line just goes like, whoosh, and you're like, what's that? And then you don't see the shockwave. And then, like, the Elder Kai's like, oh, I understand what Goku did. And Goku explains to Beerus, it took me 2 times, but I finally figured it out the 3rd time. What he did was he punched Beerus at the precise angle and the precise power where it would cancel out Beerus' force, and it would just cause that line to happen instead of the shockwave. Because the shockwave is just destroying the universe, but that little line was just kind of like a fracture in space for like a moment. And it was just like dissipate after.
It was kind of, instead of putting power behind his fist, he was just generating a certain kind of energy to cancel out Beerus, rather than just trying to overpower him. Because the first 2 punches were battle of who's more powerful. Now Goku saw, you know what? I'm gonna just match your power at the precise angle. So I guess he realized he knows what was gonna happen and did the whole stalemate.
Yeah, and then they're just fighting all around. They're hitting. It's like elbow. Line, kick, line. They're like, each blow is fracturing the universe right now. It's ridiculous.
So now we reached the point where Beerus realized I'm matched. And now he releases a giant atom, and it wasn't a small one. Yeah, no. It was huge.
So like in the previous episode when they had the little atom attack that could blow up the planet easily, the little one. He does a big one this time, and he throws it up, and it gets bigger, and he starts swinging it, and it goes like, all right, Kamehameha. He just starts charging it, and then
which you mentioned as well. He brought up an interesting point that we always saw this fear of destruction. Beerus always uses fear of destruction, and we always thought, oh, maybe that's his go-to move. That's his power move. No, it's this atom move.
It's just like a highly condensed amount of energy, or it's like a cosmic energy orb he uses, because like the damn thing looks like it's like a nuclear molecule going.
Yeah, it looks like a molecule.
Yeah, and it's just like it has so much force around it. Yep. And I like to point out, Vegeta's is staring up in the sky, looking at this. He's going like this. Yeah, like, and Whis goes up to him and is like, you know that's going to hurt your neck if you keep looking like that.
Vegeta ignores him. Yeah. And Whis even brings up, he uses his staff.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there's the battle. If you want to watch.
It's like, if you want to watch, Vegeta pulls up like a TV screen kind of thing. And Vegeta's just ignoring it. He's completely lost into the fight. He's so focused. And one thing that we mentioned in the previous video, he should not be able to keep up unless he has the God power.
Like, I think he has a taste of the God power, so he can sense what's going on now. Because there's no way he can see in space from that from the ground. Like, you look out, you go outside, look in the sky. What do you see? You see the sky. You don't see space.
It was always able to sense the fight, but he can see it. Like, it's not even sensing. He can see it now.
Well, I think more so... Actually, I think it's more so he can sense what's going on. That's his form of sight. Because you don't really technically need to see. Like, I'll throw out Dragon Ball GT for a second. Now, hear me out, okay? Hear me out. Don't hate me.
It's about to get
real.
When
Super Saiyan 4 Goku got blinded from Nova Shenron, was it Nova Shenron or Frost Shenron? One of the Shenrons blinded him, and he's fighting Omega Shenron. Or Shinron before or after he gets dragons. I don't remember.
Before he absorbs the dragons.
Okay. Yeah. He's fighting them. He's blind, and he's like the dragon's using that to his advantage. Like, he's blind. He can't see me. Yeah. And he's like, I don't need to see you. I can see you perfectly fine without my eyes. I can just sense you.
Yeah.
So I think Vegeta's just sensing what's going on.
Yeah. Because that's always been the case.
So he can sense God power. Like you can say I'm wrong, but how is that possible unless Vegeta has some God key now.
And I think the only way that he has that is when they were doing the ritual and he got a bit of it. Because look at Videl. When Videl had Pan in her belly, the Super Saiyan aura came out, and
I got a lot of hate about that too. When I said that,
that's what happened. Well, that's what happened.
But
anyway, back to Beerus. He does his possible ultimate move, and Goku does a Kamehameha. It gets matched.
But then it was overtaking Goku's Kamehameha. It's like right in front of Goku's face. Like, Goku's going like this. It's right here in front of him. Like, he's like, I think this is it. Like, I've reached my limit. Like, you're too awesome, Beerus.
Yeah, he was like, I think you finally got me. You're too awesome. And then it clicks.
It's like,
he gets, the Kamehameha just goes forward.
Bigger.
And so...
Beerus like, what? Like, Beerus is like, come on.
Yeah, like, and now we see Beerus frustrated.
And he's like, then he uses actual force to push it back. And he's doing that, and it's like, cliffhanger.
So like, I would like to point out, up to this point, Beerus has been calm and collected. And he finally got frustrated. I guess now, it leads to... And now I have questions. And my major question is, if Goku is this strong at base Super Saiyan God, what's going to happen next for Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan?
Well, I have a theory about that, which a lot of people have this theory, but it's also my theory. So it's a pretty good theory. And I think the next episode is how Surpass Super Saiyan God is the title. Now, what does that sound like to you?
Super Saiyan God Super
Saiyan. I think he was going to go Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan very briefly in that episode to overtake that atomic blast ball thing Beerus is doing, to like cancel it out, and then that'll probably be it for the battle.
And one of the many questions that I get, which is a good point, is does it decanonize what happens in Battle of Z? It's a yes or no answer.
You mean Battle of Gods?
Battle of Gods. Yeah. So it's a yes or no. It doesn't decanonize the storyline. It doesn't decanonize the what's supposed to happen, like Super Saiyan God. It kind of decanonizes the events of it.
Yeah.
And kind of stretches it out and makes it more defined.
I think it's making it better, in my opinion.
It's way better.
Because
it was way better.
Back when Toriyama did that movie, you just threw it out there.
Yeah, they didn't know that Super was coming out.
The gods, like, we gotta make it more powerful. Yeah. And I don't know if this is Toriyama or Toei Animation. It's like, look back, like, okay, we gotta make these fights more drastic.
And let's point out, it's different from the manga. If you're reading the manga is fantastic.
Don't say any spoilers.
I won't say anything what happens in the manga, but it is different from the manga. The route that the anime is taking is more going into kind of breaking the movie apart.
It's still following the movie. I think the manga kind of deterred from the movie.
Oh yeah, it's
but the anime is still kind of following what the movie did, and I think it's gonna end the same way the movie did. But okay, my theory of what's going to happen is that damn clash is about to happen. Goku's going to send to a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. There's going to be a gigantic explosion.
Yeah.
I think it's either going to cause a rift in the universe that's going to connect another universe. And this is how Champa is going to come.
Champa is more than likely probably going to feel the power, and then boom.
Yeah.
Introduce Champa.
Yeah.
And if you read the manga, you will know who we're talking about briefly.
Yeah.
Because not even a manga.
Well, Ciampa's not. He's in the intro. Yeah, Ciampa's the fat, Beerus-looking guy.
Yep. So
that's not a spoiler. That's who Ciampa is. He's in the damn intro. So that's the guy we're talking about. If you guys are wondering,
and to kind of wrap up the theories, we got one major theory that we were talking about. Ciampa and Frieza.
Yo, yeah. So there's a poster that was posted on ShonenJump.com, and
we could probably put it.
Yeah, I'm gonna add it in the video right now, and it's Ciampa's with Golden Frieza, and he's just kind of like smirking with him.
Mm-hmm.
So
if you watch Resurrection of F, Frieza trained for like 3 months.
No, I think it was like 4 months. Three, 4 months. Yeah.
He trained for the first time. And came back super fucking powerful.
Oh, yes.
So
we're wondering, how the fuck did he get that?
They never
how
showed
do you attain a golden form? How do you become god-like?
Yeah, so connecting the theory, and this is going to blow your mind a bit. Ciampa, Beerus' rival. Goku's rival was always thought to be Vegeta, but technically it was always Frieza. Frieza was like the villain rival.
Yeah.
The one that always matched Goku, but Goku always came out on top. And then Ciampa probably sees how strong Goku is. And
Ciampa does not like Beerus, I guarantee it.
Yeah,
he's got some type of rivalry with Beerus. He's like,
we don't know.
How can I get back at Beerus? Because obviously Whis is gonna train Goku and Vegeta like in Resurrection F.
Definitely.
To attain the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan powers. So Ciampa's not gonna like that, and he's gonna train Frieza.
He's going to train Frieza. So that is the major theory that we have going on. Tell us what you think. You know, leave us a comment, questions for our next video that's coming up, because episode 13 is more than likely going to wrap up Battle of Gods arc, and there's still a lot to possibly happen. The manga doesn't really explain what's going to happen. We don't know. If you read the manga, it's completely different. So definitely leave us a question.
Yeah, it's kind of different.
It's there's a lot.
I would say completely different, but it's deterring a lot. So I think
the manga is done with Battle of Gods.
Yeah, they finished it up.
They're a little way ahead right now.
So they're like an episode 2 ahead.
Yeah.
So I think that shockwave I was talking about is either gonna cause a rift and open up another thing to another universe, or it's gonna be so powerful, like Ciampa is gonna feel it from wherever he's at, and he'd be like, he's gonna wake from his sleep, and what the fuck is this? Like how's this happening?
Maybe Ciampa was in slumber.
Yeah, and this woke him up.
Yeah.
So some disturbance in the universe. This should not be happening. What's happening, and it's gonna cause such major risks. Now, if I look forward, how the hell is the fight with Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, and Golden Frieza is gonna be? Even more drastic, because that's supposed to be an even more powerful transformation. So I mean, we can just keep talking about it. But anyways, I want to finish off and say this. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the episode, what you thought of the new God powers, what we're seeing. And I also want to know who you think is going to win if they ever did another rematch. Goku or Superman, okay? I want to hear all the hate mail and all this shit about that.
Superman still beats Goku.
And I think I have never seen Superman, most of his iterations, be able to fracture the universe like that.
He has.
So, okay.
He has.
Good, okay.
We'll get into the comments. Yeah. I'm going to be in the comments. I will be in the comments as a YouTube, hi, I'm Supernova, or Mr. Give Your Girl Back. I'm going to be in the comments. If you guys argue, I will argue with you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
I'll be debating this too, because I didn't say who would win. I never once said who would win about that.
Superman.
I'll just say, no, I don't know. All
right.
If they're doing this now, right now, Dragon Ball Super, where they're potentially destroying the universe.
This could possibly be a next video.
Okay, yeah.
Then let's leave it at that.
Okay, leave it at that. All right. We want to hear in the comment section below, and let us know if you want us to do a video, Goku versus Superman debate type of thing.
We could probably even talk about it on his next stream.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Peace out, guys.
We'll see you guys later. Thanks.